The Chaos Druid Tower, a place of evil and malice, somewhere your typical adventurer shouldn't wander into. This place holds an interesting piece of lore that I would love to share with you. When the tower was constructed, it was supposed to be a holy place, a place where one could find peace and even sometimes answers from the gods themselves. It was a peaceful environment and had a warm feeling that was inviting to anyone who sought answers and protection. Unfortunately, this all changed one day when an adventurer went crazy and slaughtered all the priests, all because he couldn't progress his quest. The tower became abandoned and was then inhabited by ogres, giant bats, and chaos druids. The tower was renamed Chaos Druid Tower from its former name, Deluxe Tower. Now, I made up the lore, since the Chaos Druid Tower has currently none and also has 0 trivia. Something I didn't make up though was that it is inhabited by those creatures. Let's touch on what I need to obtain from this chunk overall to complete it. Let's start with Chaos Druids. The Chaos Druids have a big drop table. However, there is some items that after killing 1,000 of them, still didn't drop. As you guys can see, the Unholy Mold, Cosmic Talisman, Cosmic Rune, Tiny Plated Iron Salvage, and the Uncut Jade aren't dropping at all. Everything else has dropped more than once though. They also have access to the rare drop table, which is good, but this table won't be a goal for the account, but if an item does drop, we will count it as a goal if it is doable within the chunks we have unlocked. For example, if flax were the drop, I would of course need to convert it into bowstring, allowing me to finally get some crafting experience, which is much needed. This also means I'll be able to string some bows, which will become my best in slot, being the youth short bow. This would have been very helpful like 5 months ago, but I digress. Anyway, the Chaos Druids are men and women 2.0. They give more combat experience and their drops are an upgrade. Not by much though. They do provide me with nature runes and law runes, which will become useful as the account progresses. They have the herbs, which they drop plentifully. They also have a very nice drop, which is the snape grass. This item will allow us to make prayer potions for when we eventually start bossing in like 5 years maybe. We can also make fishing potions, which is level 50 herb lore and gives us 112.5 experience, making it I think the highest potion I can make in my chunk. That's pretty much it for the Chaos Druids, but before we move on, let's touch on some specific piece of trivia I thought was super cool. Did you know that during learning the ropes tutorial, a Chaos Druid was controlling the 3-headed green dragon? Many of you probably did this tutorial back in the day, but for those of you who never did it, you missed out on one of the best tutorials the game has ever had, in my opinion. Now let's head downstairs where we can find the giant bats, which by the way, I don't even need to look at them, since we already got their entire drop table and the effigy drop at 24,000 KC. So if you ever have the itch to go get an effigy with giant bats, well, now you have the average of how often they drop. You're welcome? Question mark. As we head deeper into the cave, we can find the true grind for this chunk, which is the ogres. These guys are the best experience per hour in all the chunks I have available to me. I do run into some issues when killing them, and that is that I get hit a lot. As you can see, my character doesn't have any magic armor available to him at the moment, making me wish I could use the bat wing I've collected, but since I don't have the crafting level, this is out of the question. Let's touch on the drop table and the goals here. The eye-catching drop here is the War Priest of Bandos. It's a hybrid armor that we can't even get due to it being locked behind Coward's Dungeon 1. How unfortunate is that? Then we have the seeds, which I've been collecting, making my farming bank tab look juicy. And last but not least, the tertiary drops, which the only ones we need to obtain is the long bone and curve bone. As of right now, I've killed 15,000 ogres and they haven't dropped the curve bone, making me 3 times dry the drop rate. I will however need to kill 65,000 ogres to reach 96 HP to fully heal from a selfish. By obtaining 96 HP, my magic will raise to 99, giving us our second 99 combat and our third 99 after we finish fishing. I'm sure a few of you are wondering about the chest in the middle, right? Well, that's a blood rune chest. It contains 2 blood runes, 500 coins, and 250 XP for opening it. There's a slight issue with this chest, and that is that it will teleport me after it successfully open to the marketplace of Ardoing. That chunk has already been made rollable since I unlocked the Chaos Druid Tower. This will probably be our best money maker once we unlock it, seeing how I can't make any consistent money at the moment. The ogres have 3 interesting pieces of trivia. 1, whenever they exhale, it looks like their stomach flaps up and down. Okay. 2, the ogres who wear the least amount of armor are the only ones who will attack your character. Why, you ask? I have no clue. 3, ogres have crazy long range. As stated in the wiki, they can shoot their giant bows from Fildip Hills all the way to Karamja with very small effort. Just to give you some perspective, this is how far they are shooting from. Oh wait, I almost forgot. We need to get 91 herblore and 91 farming now thanks to the Felstack seed drop. I will touch on this later in a future video, of course. What else is there to do in the chunk? Well, we have guards to disarm for the drops, and we need to just slightly harm some farmers for the drops, and that will complete this chunk. We've also gotten everything from master farmers, by the way. It took a while to complete since cactus and poison ivy were the last seeds I obtained. Other than that, the account has been progressing at a smooth pace. We can expect to finish everything around 2 to 4 months from this video, I think. It sounds like a long time, but it really isn't, especially with all the tasks and different activities I have at my disposal now. Also, don't forget that range took about 4 if not 5 months to complete, doing the same action back to back, and that was hell. Having laid out everything we will need to do and are currently working on, I think it's time to get back to the grind. You know what to do. Share this series so others can enjoy it as much as you are. Don't forget to leave a comment since I love to interact with you guys. Also, so I know you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, leave a comment saying curvebone, which will hopefully help me in my dry streak. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Since we already got their entire drop table and the effigy drop, effigy, what else is there to do with the? Oh my god.